Next, we're going to talk to Regina Gwynn from, I hope I'll pronounce it, TresseNoire? TresseNoire, okay. And it's about New York tech and startups, but it's also about a difference in work and where we go with works. Come on in.
Okay.
Good to meet you.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here.
Absolutely.
Tell us about you and TresseNoire.
Sure. So my business partner and I have been in corporate America for over 15 years. We've always had really busy schedules.
What kind of field were you in?
I was in fashion. I worked at Macy's Inc. for several years doing product development. Went to business school, got an MBA at the Kellogg School, and then did management consulting and eventually back into fashion. So always had really busy schedules, always going back and forth. My business partner is actually a doctor. She is a gastroenterologist. So between the two of us, having really busy schedules and just being super time-starved, we also like to look nice. And
you can also deal with the indigestion of having a startup.
Exactly. And crazy hours with no sleep, yeah. So going to the hair salon on a Saturday was like an out-of-body experience, okay? You had a 9 o'clock appointment. You don't get into the chair until 9:45. You don't leave until 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And this story was so, unfortunately, so common for millions and millions of women with naturally curly hair and textured hair. We said, why are we subjecting ourselves to this? Why are we sitting here doing, I was bringing my laptop, I was doing work while I was waiting, food, Wi-Fi, plugs, everything. And so, we've seen this on-demand culture continue to emerge with Uber, and I've used Fresh Direct and my groceries come to me. And, I've used Handy and, my cleaner, my cleaning lady comes to me. So why can't I push a button and have a stylist come to me, especially for the types of hairstyles that I prefer? Sometimes I'm wearing a curly fro, sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I'm wearing straight hair, sometimes I'm not. And so I wanted to have a network of stylists that could, in fact, create any of the types of styles that are preferred by women with curly and textured hair. And that's how TresseNoire was born.
And so they come to you?
We come to you. We are a traveling beauty service, particularly designed for women of color, but we serve all textures and want to provide quality styling to give you back some quality time. For the most part, you book an appointment with us. Within 24 hours, we show up. We do blowouts, updos, cornrows, braids, sew-in weaves, Marley twist, you name it, we do it.
The house call returns.
That's it.
What proportion do it at work versus home?
We would say the majority are at home.
I would figure that, but some do at work.
Some do at work, absolutely. We can do quick blowouts during lunch hours, sometimes just after hours getting ready for events. So instead of having to go home, people are going to galas or they're going to events that happen during the week. We'll come to the office, get you styled for award shows, things of that nature.
How do you get your network of hairstylists?
Very good question. So it's a little interesting. We're looking for the right type of stylist. This is not the person that's right out of cosmetology school working at a dry bar or blow bar. We want to make sure that we can find the stylist that's not only has excellent technique, but also can provide education for our clients. And so we really do tap the current stylist to recommend other stylists into our network. We started with our own stylists, and we started with people that we already knew and that we trusted, and then we've grown from there.
Do your stylists tend to keep their gigs in a salon and then they supplement with this?
Yes. So they're all independent contractors, right. And some are not in a salon. We have students, people that have gone back to school and are supplementing their income by being a stylist, or they might work at a hospital, or just have some completely separate job, but have always loved styling hair and have always kept up their cosmetology license, and they're able to to have that opportunity to generate more income with us.
So how many cities are you in right now?
We're currently in Philadelphia and New York, so we do cover all of New York, including parts of Westchester and Nassau counties. And
Jersey, hello, Jersey.
Jersey City and Hoboken, yes, we do cover Jersey City and Hoboken. Along with in Philadelphia, we cover parts of South Jersey, so Cherry Hill, Mickleton, part of Voorhees, and some other areas down there.
Have you found, how long have you been doing this?
So we launched in March of last year, March of 2020.
So you have the patterns around prom time or around holidays?
Yes. Lots of moms call for their daughters during prom season. Holiday parties during Christmas time are really big. We do see a lull sometimes in the winter months when it's colder. Women are more apt to get protective styles or styles that last longer because they don't really want to just be outside. Hence, but yet again, that's the benefit because you're not looking for parking and you're not going outside. We come to you. So spring is definitely really big for us. Spring fashion, spring beauty. You're doing a new look, a new you. So right now, business is good.
And do I go through a portfolio of the stylist's work? Does the matching work more with me saying what I want?
Yes.
Or me liking the work of that person?
It goes through what you're looking for and the time that you're looking for. Okay. So our focus is really making sure that we can provide a stylist when you need it. All of our stylists can do all of the hairstyles that we provide. So it's actually less about the individual stylist technique. You're more than happy to look at our Instagram page and look at to actually see our work. But we stand behind all of our stylists. It's more about when you need a stylist on a Sunday afternoon when most salons are closed, we're here for you.
There's a loyalty that occurs with stylists. I think I have decent hair. But my wife picked ours, and we've been going to the same guy, James in Warren. He's very good. Studio 101. For, God, now 15 years. So that loyalty that you have to the person who knows your hair and knows you,
sure,
and to, in some cases, the social atmosphere of the salon. You broke both those things, right?
A little bit. So what we're finding is that women are much more focused on getting their hair done at 2 o'clock on a Sunday than they are a specific stylist.
Gotcha.
So, definitely if you want to stick with Cece, please, we will absolutely make sure that we can get you scheduled with her. However, sometimes there are certain hairstyles that we know one particular stylist can perform better. So, for example, braids. There's the faux lock craze that Zendaya created at the Academy Awards a couple of years ago. Faux locks worn by Megan Good and Tyra Banks. These are really popular hairstyles that we may know, like two of our stylists are like the best. So we want to make sure that you can get the best stylist for that hairstyle, and it may not be the person that you go to all the time. Particularly for women that are changing their hairstyles all the time, they know that they're going to go to a different stylist for a braider than for your blowout, than for your color, than for maybe your ongoing maintenance. So there's a little bit of a change in that regard.
So the Uber of is this magnificent cliche we have now,
yes,
but you brought it up. So you in a sense are the Uber of hair,
yes,
which is cool. The gig economy is also getting in some controversy now because of the future of work and employment. I'm guessing that in your world, people are already free agents, and so they're used to this world of finding gigs wherever they can find them, and you just become another way to do that?
Correct.
Or do you get in some controversy with salon owners who say you're ruining our game here?
So what we're finding is that you're absolutely right. All of our stylists are independent contractors, and they're a lot more comfortable with having flexible hours and working in different environments and traveling. The thing that we're also looking at is making sure that we're just taking care of our stylists and providing them with a very attractive compensation structure, giving them the creative freedom. I think a lot of times for a stylist, they've had to become everything. They're the social media person, they're the finance person, they're the they're organizing this, they're trying to be the business person and the creative, and we're taking that away. We just want you to come and slay hair. That's it, right? Like, let me and my business background do the marketing and the strategy, and let us run the advertising and the promotion, so that all you have to do is show up, be great, and empower our clients to get their time back.
How has this been for you personally, going from big corporate fashion, MBA world, suits and all that?
Yes.
What's it like these days to be starting a company like this?
Yes, it is very, very interesting. It's such an eye-opener. I've learned more in the past year than I ever did in business school, just to be very honest. The key lesson is building communities and thinking really hard about how you're building every single member of your community and how you're engaging them. We love hearing from our customers. We love the testimonials and the feedback that they give us, good and bad, because it allows us to learn.
What have you changed because of that feedback?
So this is actually really interesting. So our blowouts. The way our model works is you wash your hair and detangle your hair before we come so that we focus on the styling. The stylists, as well as the clients, particularly for blowouts, you really have to have your hair very clean in order for your hair to fall and to give it, that beautiful volume and shine. So we had to change our stylist protocol for specifically blowouts for the stylist to actually wash the hair while she's there, along with doing the blowout itself.
Not easy in the kitchen sink.
Well, we actually have, the stylists come with everything. They come with portable bowls, they come with soft hooded dryers, they come with flat irons, pins, creams, styling combs, tools. There's actually a neck rest that can also be used for the kitchen sink. So we've thought a lot about creating that luxury salon experience in the privacy and convenience of your own home. And it's something that our clients really enjoy.
If you're going to expand into a new area, taking over the world, what would it be? Besides going to the rest of the country, I know that's geography first, but what other areas are ripe for what you're doing with hair?
So I think, well, of course, like most of the metropolitan areas across the country, as you mentioned, we get phone calls literally from everywhere. We got an email from South Africa asking, are we expanding, internationally? We were like, not yet. But I think that there's also these what I consider kind of tier 2 cities. It's not just about the Miami and LA and Chicago and New York of the world. What about, Raleigh, Durham, North Carolina? What about, some of the smaller cities in outside of Atlanta, Georgia?
That's where I'm from.
Oh, okay. Places like Jackson, Mississippi. There's places of highly dense, working professionals that need just this same amount of convenience as folks here in New York City.
Well, this is fascinating. Thank you very much for coming in. Thank you for telling us about it. Give us a plug again to TesseNoire.
So TresseNoire is TresseNoire.com. It's that same spelling for Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Please do like us, follow us. Say that you saw me on the show, and you'll get a nice discount.
Good. Thanks so much.
No problem.
Take care.
Thank you.